There was once a traveler named Rian, full of energy and dreams, eager to explore the world. He moved swiftly, embracing every twist and turn of life's path, never slowing, never hesitating. His heart carried one purpose: to reach the great horizon, the place where all journeys find their meaning. But then he met Solace. Massive, unshaken, ancient. Solace stood like a wall in his path, blocking Rian's way forward. Rian did not hesitate. He pushed forward, determined to break through. He struck against Solace with all his might, throwing himself at the barrier, convinced that sheer force would be enough. Yet Solace did not move, not even a little. Rian tried again. Harder, faster. Again and again he pushed, certain that effort alone would be enough. But Solace only stood, cold and silent. Days turned into weeks. Rian, once joyful and free, became restless, then frustrated, then furious. He stormed against Solace, his spirit raging. "Move," he demanded. "I have places to be. You cannot stop me." But Solace only chuckled. "You are restless," Solace said. "You push and fight, but you will never break me. I have stood for centuries. What makes you think you can change that?" Rian boiled with anger. He gathered his strength and surged once more, throwing himself at Solace, over and over. But the harder he tried, the weaker he felt. The days passed, and exhaustion set in. Doubt crept in. Maybe Solace was right. Maybe Rian was too weak. Maybe this was the end of his journey. Then came the worst moment. A storm raged across the land, lightning splitting the sky. Rian, desperate, summoned every ounce of strength he had left, believing that this had to be the moment he would break through. He struck again, harder than ever, his body trembling, his spirit screaming. And yet, nothing. Not a crack, not a whisper of change. Rian collapsed, defeated. For the first time, he felt truly powerless. The wind howled around him, the rain crashing down like a mocking chorus of failure. He had given everything, and still, Solace remained. One evening, as Rian lay in silence, the wind whispered through the trees. "Why are you giving up?" the wind asked. "I have tried everything," Rian sighed, "but Solace won't move." Nearby, an old willow tree, its roots deep in the earth, spoke softly. "Rian, you are looking at this the wrong way." "What do you mean?" Rian asked. "You are not meant to break the obstacle all at once. You are meant to keep going, to move, to change. Strength is not just in force, but in patience." Solace chuckled again. "More riddles? You expect this fool to believe that simply by existing he can change me?" But something shifted in Rian's heart. He looked at Solace. Really looked. Perhaps the tree was right. He had fought so hard to break the obstacle that he had forgotten to adapt. Slowly he rose. He no longer sought to defeat Solace. Instead, he began to shift his approach. He moved around over under. He did not resist. He did not fight. He simply continued. Seasons passed, and Rian no longer felt anger. He accepted the obstacles, but never stopped. He danced under the sun and whispered under the moon, always moving forward. Solace, so sure of his strength, did not notice the small changes at first. But time is the greatest teacher. Tiny cracks appeared in Solace. The gentle persistence of Rian found its way into the rigid surface, shaping it bit by bit. What he could not do in a day, he did over many years. What seemed impossible became inevitable. And one day, after many, many years, Solace was no longer the same. He had been shaped, softened, humbled by Rian's patience. The path that was once blocked was now open. Solace, once proud, whispered, "How did you do it?" And Rian, now wise, answered, "I did not need to break you. I just needed to keep going." As Rian stepped forward, embracing his journey once more, the wind carried a final message through the valley. You may feel small against life's challenges, but remember this: those who keep going never lose. They don't surrender, and in the end, they always find a way. And as the years passed, those who walked the valley began to notice something. A river, clear and flowing, had carved a path through what was once an unshaken wall of stone. What once seemed immovable had been shaped, little by little, by the persistence of water. Rian was never a traveler at all. He had always been the river, and Solace, the mighty rock, had simply learned that even the strongest must yield to time. The wind sighed through the valley, carrying the lesson forward. Resilience is not about breaking what stands in your way. It is about flowing forward no matter how long it takes. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. Let's keep flowing forward together.